Yo guys, what is going on? It is Dillbot coming back at you today. Today is the 19th. We're looking at it is the Monday of Future Stars Team 2. And to be completely honest with you, I'm blown away at the content we got today. You know, I do think our big upgrade pack, looking at the 8220, I do think it's underwhelming. I do think it's overpriced. End of the day, I'm going to do it every single time. It does not matter. That being said, everything else that we got today was a W. We got, so we'll look at some of these cards later. We got that Showdown SBC. It ended up being McAllister and Nicholas Jackson for a big game between Chelsea and Liverpool. The cards are pretty good. I like them. All right, I'm not gonna get too ahead of myself right now. We'll go back to this in a minute. I'm gonna open my packs real quick. So I got the 285 plus player picks for today. I got the team of the group stage pick. It's like I said last time. I don't expect to get anything from this. It would be cool if I could get Van Dijk or Mbappe, but short of those two, there's not one player that's making my team. So, I'll rip my player picks real quick, see if we can get an icon. I'll take a Bernardo Silva. I'm probably just going to discard him because I do have packs behind, though. We're looking at, I'll take Gundogan just because he's not a dupe. All right. Give me Van Dijk. That's funny. All right. Saliba. Oh, that's rough. Saliba wouldn't have been a terrible pick if, I didn't have the better Saliba, which is, in my opinion, one of the best center backs in the game. All right. Like I said, I'm going to discard Bernardo Silva. I do have that 8220 behind. I got a ton of small packs. We'll kind of just rip through the big ones here. We don't need to watch me open a bunch of small packs that I'm going to get nothing out of. I'd rather just watch a bunch of big packs I'm going to get nothing out of. We're looking at Bentancur there. I mean, best card, 80 times 5, so it's not much you can expect from it, 81 double. Not great. I don't love it. Dupe. I mean, it's just so many dupes. That's the problem with this range of players. It's like, there's so many dupes that I just have. Anyways, I'm just going to skip right to the 8220 here, which was a bad move in reality. It's not even anything good. I can't even think of anything it could be. Right. Wow. That is a bunch of dupes that I'm discarding. Alright. I think there's one more thing I wanted to open. Or maybe there might have been two. There might have been an 84 double. 83 times 3. Oh, Future Stars. Polish. Alright. This is okay. This is a double walkout. We're looking at Pager. Nuts. It's always nuts, isn't it? And you know what? I always it flips around and I think it's Cole Palmer. Wow, triple dupes. Discard. Alright. So I think that's pretty much all I want to open. I just want to really, it was a long day or a big day of content today. Mondays are typically we get our upgrade packs and that's it. We got a lot of stuff today. That's a walkout, I think. Oh, it's harder. I didn't even realize. All right. I'm going to bring us over to SBCs real quick. We're going to take a look at, so the first thing I want to look at is that Showdown. So we're looking at, where are they? So Nicholas Jackson is definitely, in my opinion, the worst card of the two. They're both pretty cheap. I mean, it's an 85 and an 86 for a card. I mean, this card's stats really aren't bad. 6'1" with, low agility balance, which is rough. But on the physical side, he'd be pretty good. It's just he's not as good as the other players that do that better. However, if Chelsea were to win, he goes to 90 dribbling, 92 shooting, 91 pace, and 86 physical. He gets 99 jumping, the 89, 90 strength. Super low aggression, though. Super low aggression for a player like this. The other thing that I don't like about this card is the playstyles are terrible. He's got power shot, power header plus, rapid, acrobatic, and aerial. He's going to get onto those headers, but not really. That's the thing, is he's got that aerial, but he won't really get onto it because he's got the 65 aggression. It's rough for those headers, guys. I keep beating this drum, but playstyles are way more important than your stats this year. It just makes you elite if you have good playstyles and good stats. This guy's got good stats that could become pretty great stats. But it doesn't matter at the end of the day because his play styles will always make him inferior to just a lot of other players. Now, flip side of that coin, you look at McAllister. I mean, so we'll look at the stats first because this card, guys, this card looks crazy. If Liverpool wins, which they most likely will, this card is going to be ridiculous. Just imagine this. 85 pace, 88 shooting, 91 passing, 92 dribbling, 81 defending, 83 physical. I mean, he gets 92 stamina. The play style, guys, this card would be ridiculous to play with. His playstyles are good. That's the other thing. They're very good. He's got dead ball, which is the worst playstyles he's got. And if that's the worst playstyle you got, that's a good problem to have. You got ping pass plus, which I don't love. I wish it was incisive. Ping pass is still a very good playstyle plus. So look at press proven. I gushed about press proven the other day, guys. I think it's such a good playstyle plus. Throw that across with relentless. The dude's never going to run out of stamina. You can play him box to box, and he'll be up there with some of the better cards in the game. You know, I think this is going to be a crazy card. The only thing that would make these an even better showdown, this is definitely the best showdown we've gotten this year so far. There's a lot of time for them to break that. There's not one card, in my opinion, that comes even a little bit close to these two cards. There's a lot of hype surrounding both of these cards. Arguably, Nicholas Jackson could have been a future stars this year. So, you know, it's interesting that they decided to do this SBC now. Or give him a card now. Through an SBC. The other thing that would make this awesome is if they would give the winner another playstyle plus. I bet eventually this year they'll start doing that. I just think it'll be later, way later on in the year, before they start doing something like that. I bet that'll be like TOTS time. We're seeing that. The other SBC we had today was the 81 plus player pick. I said last night I didn't think we were going to get the 80 plus player pick back, and I'm wrong in the best way, because not only did they give us an 81 plus player pick, they gave it at crazy value. It's a 1 rare player and 8 players total. That is crazy value. When you look at last week, it was 1 and 5. You know, you add those 3 extra players or 4 extra players, and then you get a +1 rating. I mean, those things were crazy last week. You know, I wouldn't be shocked if they're even better this week. Same time, I also wouldn't be shocked if they're worse value. You know, there's just, it's, you know how EA is with stuff like that. They just like to just randomly mess with the weight of everything. So, you know, I'm happy with that. I'm really happy with that. I did not think that we were going to get that. I really thought it was going to be like a 82 plus pack or an 80 double. Or I really thought we were going to get an 81 double. So, I mean, an 81 pick is even better. Savio, like I said, he was the other SBC we got today. You know, this card I like a lot because this is a card that down the line you look at an Evo, and this could, you know, 95 pace base. You think about if they give a shooting Evo or whatever, this card could be ridiculous. Plus a second playstyle, so they give him shooting and a shooting playstyle. With quick step, I mean, I know he's 4'4". This card could be ridiculous. I mean, there's a lot of... That's what I love about Evos this year. It makes me think that I want to do SBCs. I would never... In previous years, this would never even... Like, I'd never even think about doing an SBC like this. Other than for fodder. I would do it for fodder. But, I mean, this card, if it gets an Evo and I don't have that card, and this card ends up being like 4'5", 5'4", and a plus shooting boost and dribbling boost, like, I just, some of the cards that I've seen can be made with Evos already makes me want to keep so many cards around for Evos. The only problem is during Team of the Year, I put all the cards that I had saved in to exchanges because I'm a degenerate. Comes with the territory. The other thing I wanted to look at really quick is we got that EA tweet today from their daily or their weekly, like, this week. Future Stars SBCs. So, to my knowledge, the only one leaked right now is the Bade SBC. And I don't think that's going to garner a lot of hype. I think based on the way that they've been releasing player SBCs, you know, it's Monday. We've gotten since Friday a player SBC every single day. My guess is we won't see him until Thursday, and I bet he's the only one we see this week. Pundit pick, I mean, my guess is that's probably Wednesday. I think that's when the last one was released. It was either Wednesday or yesterday, so I know that much. And those are mixed. I mean, I just don't know what I'm going to get with that, so I can't even comment on what I think it is. And another Showdown SBC. You know, the Showdown SBC this week makes me very interested. You know, it makes me, like, get hyped about Showdown SBCs like I used to in previous FIFAs, where you could get some really good cards. It's just hard with the way they push the power curve this year, I guess, with a lot of these. You know, like, that makes a lot of things dead. Like, Future Stars is it's just so, it's going to be so hard until Team of the Season, in general, to get upgrades to a lot of people's teams. And I get the problems that come with that, you know, like, it sucks. It feels a lot of the time like you're opening packs to get nothing. And it's going to feel that way, you know. You're going to be looking for the rarest cards in the game. So you might get 1 or 2 from this time to Team of the Season. But really until Team of the Season, when we start seeing the 3 play styles on a card, play style pluses, I really don't think there will be a lot of significant upgrades to a lot of the high-level teams. But the Pundit pick SBC, I mean, based on how good DePaul was last week, I think there's a lot of good stuff that could come with that card too. The other thing is I don't understand, like, what goes into the Pundit pick. I don't understand, like, how they decide who gets the card. Like, I guess I don't know who the pundits are. Is more so, like, they just don't really give us any information. They're just like, yeah, this is a card that we're gonna put in the game because we want to, which is fine. That's fine with me. And then upgrade SBCs. So that means maybe, like, Wednesday we could get a 8310 or an 84.5. So yeah, I think for the most part, guys, that's all I really wanted to talk about today. You know, like I said, it was a really good day of content. And you know, I really could not have been happier with a lot of the cards that got added to the game today. You know, I just think it was a pretty good day of SBCs, and you know, I think it's like I said last night, this level of content has to come to an end at some point. They've been giving us a lot of good stuff, and especially Team 2. I can't remember a time where we've gotten 4 straight days of player SBCs other than, like, when they do the advent calendar type deal. Like, other than that, I can't remember, or like unless it's like they specifically are doing it, which they didn't do that with Team 1, so I don't understand why they're doing it with Team 2. It just seems like they're front loading us because they're setting us up for, like, a huge content valley here, which I know a lot of people have got that valley last week. I don't think that it's going to get much better going forward. I think it's going to be a pretty decrease until we get... you know, I find it hard to believe that FUT Fantasy is going to be a second promo in a row where it's just, like, really good weight and makes it easy to play the game and play with the promo specifically. But I could be wrong. You know, it could be a lot of mid to great cards, which I think it'll either be... That's the problem with a lot of these promos that they've done this year specifically. The cards are fodder, or they're a million coins. Like, there's no in between, and that makes it so hard to play and pack the cards a lot of the time. Just, I don't really see how they fix it, short of just making the teams less lopsided, I guess. That's the only real way I could see it being fixed. But yeah, guys, I think I'm going to call it there for tonight. So if you guys enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all tomorrow.